Okay. Hello out there in video YouTube land. Harry James Taylor with you. It's time to break down my favorite conference. My boys of Oklahoma and the Big 12. They have quite a few profile games this year. I'm kind of impressed that they're kind of stepping it up a little bit. We'll start it off with my boys, with Oklahoma. They'll go where they have not had a lot of luck. At Notre Dame this year. They'll go to South Bend. Before that even happens, week 1, LSU TCU in the Cowboy Classic in Cowboy Stadium. Woohoo! Doesn't that just get your get? That kind of gets you excited, doesn't it? Woo! Get that Big 12 flood boiling. Come on, TCU. You could do this. LSU doesn't have very much offense. SMU at TCU this year. What about our old, well, you could say buddies, but we all know they're not. Texas. Heading town to Mormontown. Not Morgantown. Well, they'll play later in the year. Mormontown. Brigham Young University. They also have a non-conference game with Ole Miss. Ole Miss at Texas this year. Iowa State and Iowa will play at Iowa State names. And Texas Tech will be at SMU, along with a fun final one here. Mississippi State, Oklahoma State in Houston. Dark horse games this year. UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio, will play in San Antonio against Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State, their first 2 weekends will be south of the Red River, while Oklahoma will have 2 non-conference tilts of their own. ULM, University of Louisiana Monroe, will be at Oklahoma, and the University of Tulsa will be at the University of Oklahoma. Iowa State and Tulsa finish off their non-conference tilts. Kansas will be at Rice this year. Rice, the team that really started to just nip at Charlie Weiss. And finally, those ULM Warhawks will host Baylor. Baylor at ULM. Big 12 Conference breakdown. First off, I have to put TCU. They play us so early in the non-conference, being Oklahoma. They play us so early in the conference schedule. It's the first official week of Big 12 play. It will be Oklahoma's second Big 12 game. That's kind of early. If TCU can take advantage, they could win this conference. Right behind them will be Oklahoma State. Then come my Sooners. Then come the Shorthorns of Texas. Then come Baylor, Kansas State, West Virginia, Texas Tech, Iowa State, and Kansas. Once again, finishes dead last. You know, they haven't won a conference game in 2 years. I'm sorry, that's not funny. That's just sad. All right. Big 12 players to watch out for this season. Well, I guess that if you have an offensive player of the year, there's only one thing to say. Heisman! That's right. Lake Seastrunk, the Baylor running back, transferred in from Oregon, the Ducks, and brought a lot of that speed that he has to Baylor. In fact, showed off so much of it against Oklahoma State. I believe he blew out a tire and still finished the run. And didn't know he was hurt till after the play was over. Defensively, let me tell you, the kid at TCU would have honestly been a pretty good pick too. But you know what? I'm an OU guy. And every time we needed Aaron Colvin to come up with a big play, he came up with a big play. Whether it was against those aforementioned Oklahoma State Cowboys, whether it was against West Virginia, whether it was against Texas, whether it was against Texas Tech, the first time we won in Lubbock since 2003, or heaven forbid, whether it be against Notre Dame, where we had struggled in this rivalry, but you know what? If it weren't for his defense, we would have really been out of the game a lot sooner than we were. So my player for Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 12, Aaron Colvin, number 14 for my Oklahoma Sooners. It's been the Big 12 Breakdown, baby. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Come on, Sooners. Make me happy. Make me happy this year. All right? Oh, by the way, since we're here in this conference, if Stoopsy wins the division again, or gets just 7 wins, gets to another bowl, he will surpass the legend Barry Switzer, the coach. People have called him Coach. People have called him Switzer. People have called him the King. 7 wins, and our boy Bob Stoops can surpass the King at Oklahoma. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody.